Very good morning, children. I am L.K. Tripathi from LPM Public School. Dear students, today we shall study about chapter 9 of geography, that is India, natural vegetation and wildlife. This chapter will give us a lot of information about the natural vegetation of the country as well as the wildlife. Introduction. Natural vegetation is the forest cover that grows naturally without human interference. Natural vegetation is such a vegetation which grows naturally. There is no any need of human support. This refers to the entire growth of plant life from the smallest grass to the tallest tree. About 1/5 of India's land is covered with forests. Each of these forests is an ecosystem within which all living things interact with the local environment. The vegetation in the forest depends on the amount of rainfall. Natural vegetation. There are different types of vegetation in our country depending on the amount of rainfall in each area. You have studied the diverse leaf or physical features and the climate of India. Such a varied environment will surely have diverse vegetation and wildlife to let us find out. What are they? At present, about 21% of the total area of our country is under forest. Actually, it should be a minimum of 1/3 of the total area under forest. The natural vegetation of India can be classified into 5 major divisions. 5 major divisions. What are they? Number 1, the tropical rainforest. Number 2, the tropical deciduous forest, the thorny bushes, the tidal forest, the Himalayan forest. Next, these forests are full of hardwood trees such as ebony, mahogany and rosewood. There is dense and thick undergrowth in these forests as the sunlight hardly reaches the floor of the forest. The tropical deciduous forest. These forests are also called the monsoon forest. These are mostly found in those areas where the average annual rainfall ranges from 100 centimeter to 200 centimeter. Such areas extend from the Shivalik ranges in the north to the eastern side of the Western Ghats in the south. These areas have a long dry season when most of the trees shed their leaves at the same time. Thus, the forests always have some bare free trees and some green ones. Teak and sal are the most important and valuable trees in these forests. Other common trees are sesam, mahua, sandalwood, rosewood, ebony, and bamboo. These forests are of great economic value. The thorny bushes, these are mostly found in areas where the average annual rainfall is less than 80 centimeters. The trees in such areas are widely scattered with bushes and shrubs in between. Babul and kikar are the main trees. Wild palms are common in better areas. Even the small trees have deep roots, thick skins, and long thorns. In areas of scanty rainfall, these forests generally have an undergrowth of scrubs and thorny bushes. Thorn forests are mainly found in the plains of Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, parts of Gujarat, and Madhya Pradesh, and in drier parts of the Deccan Plateau. The tidal forests are found in those areas that are flooded by the high tides of the sea. They have mangrove trees which can survive in both fresh and salt water. The lower delta of the Ganga and the Brahmaputra rivers, called the Sundarbans, is full of Sundari trees, which are a good example of mangrove trees. Due to the durability of the Sundari trees wood, it is widely used for making boats. Importance of forest. Plants absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen. A large forest cover is therefore very important for maintaining an ecological balance. In this way, we have seen this chapter up to here, types of forest, natural vegetation, wildlife. The next video, which we shall start next day, will provide too much information about the chapter. Till then, you will prepare a note related to this topic write down in your PC, that is CW, and give proper information through your writing about this chapter. Now we are going to close the video. We shall discuss later on. Thank you.